Alright, I'm back and yeah, just basically might end off the series by showing off the rest of the volksfuhrer, or I guess all of them really. Might as well so we can round things off here a bit. I probably won't go after these guys because the last fucking one was a slog and I don't feel like I want to do that again. So let's run through the volksfuhrer. You have to show this one with Stephen of Lindholm. I was going to say Hyperborea. Scandinavian Hyperborea. What dream of the great. But some cool little debuffs. Nice one, those nice little debuffs. All that good shit. Then over here, volksfuhrer Butenlander, run by failed chicken farmer. And it's basically like the Baltic, except not here. Over here. These guys all have generic focus trees, or generic volksfuhrer focus trees. Establishment, nationalization, enslavement, and settler wave and Germanization. So in former Ukraine, now Ruthenian, Alfred Rosenberg. I don't remember much about him other than the fact that in Red Flood he can be the leader of the United Baltic Duchy over here. Basically seeks to form a greater Germanic Reich and become the kind of the closest version of Red Flood's version of the Nazis. If I remember correctly, I could be completely fucking wrong on that, but who knows. Then over here we have Rudolf Hess, well known for his flight that he did. I think he went over somewhere around here. Tried to sell a peace deal with the Allies over in the UK, but that failed. Here he leaves Caucasia. And over here we're also going to say Moscovine. Same as before, but run by Gregor Streiser. Don't know what happened to Otto. But if you remember earlier on in our playthrough, basically Gregor was the former economy minister, and that was what plan economy until we replaced him with our spear. This was Britzberbahan. Do it just its architecture. Yeah, so that's where he ends up now as volksfuhrer of Moscovine. Moscovine. Over here we have these controlled because form like a sort of wall between the eastern half and the western half of Russia. Yeah, I don't quite know. I guess it's supposed to be like a big old blockade district over here to separate the two halves, but some of the more interesting times. First of all, let's start with Main Street Sintegaville of Volkstadt, Turia. Here we have the birth of Teneria, the new and the old. Got a bunch of cooler focus trees and here the big spug. They shall integrate them from the core, and then Turia rules the steps. Pretty cool. I feel like if you're doing this in multiplayer, you can have some role play with the volksfuhrer. But yeah, that's what I ask you. But it's considering how long it takes for that to happen, that's gonna probably be a very long MP session, or at least several long MP sessions, depending on how fast you do these and depending on like if you decide to make things easier on yourself. So a lot of the volksfuhrer, sorry, to be established. And then lastly you have Volksfuhrer led by Abraham Stern, one of my favorites. You see in Red Flood, he leads the uprising and accelerationist uprising in Israel. And in Tierno, he's the National Socialist leader of Israel, if I remember correctly. Kinda excited to see what those two will do with them. Feel like, I don't know, I just find Stern to be a fascinating individual. So with that, we have Stern leads. So now basically, he leads a bunch of Jews. The Yiddish are New Zion. I can tell him about becomes New Zion. Basically leads like a sort of exodus for all the Jews that may have been persecuted by Goebbels, and basically turns this part of Russia into New Zion, as in the old ones under occupation by the Ottomans. Which is interesting. And then we have this piece of land with the Empire, Mongolia taking it over. Yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a war if we do go against them. But then, yeah, that's basically it. This is the car one. We are fucking superpower. We basically dominate all of Europe and parts of Asia. Some territory over here in the Americas. And some colonies in Africa. Red colonies. The People's colonies. The People's Empire. And so, with that, this is the Mad August, and I basically am done with this. I feel like we did all we could with this series, and I'm gonna go back with Red Flood next time. So yeah, I hope you enjoy these, and I'm sorry about the last episode where I kind of whined about dragging on, but seriously, zero surrender limit. It's a bit annoying when it happens, and I do apologize for sounding like a bitch, whining little pussy about it. Hopefully we won't have shit like that happen next time. But anyways, I'm the Madness, and I'll see you on the next series. Bye.